I think it certainly helps when you're not going back to an office that are then going to say, did you get that listing? And you have to say, well, do you know what? I feel like maybe now wasn't the right time for them to list that. I've told them to wait until February, or I've told them just to keep an eye on the market, or wait until they've put this in place, because it's all about, well, you didn't get that signature.
I think so. I think when I go back again to certain employment days, and obviously there were certain targets to hit, and I appreciate they've obviously got to have target structures in place for employees, get that completely. But it doesn't mean it's always the right thing for the client.
Yeah.
And ultimately that's the person who's paying the wage, that's the person who you're trying to affect the life of in a positive, or it might be a tough time in their life, you've got to try and help them as best you can. I had a conversation with somebody the other evening, and we spoke last in October, just after the mini budget, and everything was going belly up, and we sort of said, look, it's probably not the best time.
Yeah.
So we caught up again just before Christmas, we've caught up again at the end of January, early February, just to update him on what's changing. We've now decided it's the right time.
Yeah.
He'd had other agents out to see him, and no doubt he's probably had his ear bent every day by certain agents to, have you made a decision, are you going to sign this contract? But there was no point in listing a house probably in October or November realistically, or reducing a price for that matter in October, November, really, if the room was empty of buyers.
I think on similar conversations, unless somebody's motivation was very specific, I've got a job to start in February, I'm moving to New Zealand, unless it was absolutely essential, then you give them the advice that you would give any friend, which is,
I'll just see how it pans out.
Let's hold fire and let's just...
And then we'll catch up, we'll review. And there's nothing wrong with that, I used to beat myself up black and blue about not winning instructions. When you're targeted to hit a certain number every month and you don't get it, I'd wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat because I'd read an email before I went to sleep or something stupid, and you sort of look back, probably didn't realise at the time just how much damage it was doing.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
Because you pride yourself on achieving all the time. Of course, in those certain environments, it's, £50,000 apartment, £1 million house, and everything in between.
Yeah.
There's nothing to say you can't be an agent who tries to dedicate your time to I'm a family man in Grantham. That's what I want to sell. Family homes. It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I know about the schooling and all the connections you need for work to be able to get to London and all that sort of stuff. So that's what I've tried to do as well, is structure my business to look like a bit like me, a reflection of me really. It's all about being that family man in Grantham.